Alright guys, so the final thing for us to actually finish this, I finished making all of the chassis. The final part should be uploaded, including, it should come with this video. I'm just going to explain a few things before I actually add in the time lapse for that behind all of these. So what we're going to do in this final video is to actually create shadow meshes for this areas, like the grill areas here. We're going to place a plane behind each of them to actually prevent light from going inside the 3D model and making that place look sort of like hollow, like there's nothing over there. So that's what we're going to do in this video right now, and then just move on to actually creating the materials for this. And for the materials, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to provide you guys with the materials for now, and I will provide you guys with the materials for now, and then you're going to use it on a 3D model. And then after that, what we're going to do is we are going to create the materials separately, okay? So we're going to make it separately. That is, if I should put it right, that is sort of like, how do I even say it? We're going to use the material for now, okay? But I'll show you guys how to do it later. But if that's not the case, then we're going to go through making the whole material before applying it, if you understand what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, besides that, let's just create these planes to cover up this area and make things look a little bit more realistic. So I'm just going to pull this down a little bit to this point, and you can see that place looks very, true. But what I'm actually going to do is this area, instead of using a plane, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to create a some kind of bars that is inside the grill to make it look like the radiator we have behind this thing. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this two vertices here, I'm going to duplicate it, or let me take all of these plane here, and I'm going to duplicate it by pressing Shift and D, and I'm going to scale it in the x-axis all the way to about somewhere here. Alright, so for now let me just take all of these and hide it, and now I'm going to take this one and let me move it here. Let me get to the front view so I can see this much better. So I'm going to move this all the way here. Let me scale it in the x-axis all the way to here. I'm going to move it to some point over here like this. Alright, so let me just move it in the y-axis a little bit closer to this side like this, and I'm going to move this just a little bit behind the grill like that. And what I'm going to do now is to press, well, first of all, let's extrude this in the y-axis. Alright, so press E and then Y, extrude this all the way to about here like this. And now let's take everything by pressing L while hovering the mouse over one of the vertices to select everything. And let me just enable this for you guys real quick. And I'm going to press Shift and D to duplicate this and then move it in the x-axis just a little bit like that. And all that I'm going to do now is to just repeat the command by pressing Shift and R all the way to the other side like that. I think that should be enough. Let's do one more, and there we go. So if you take a look here, you can see that looks more like a front grill like that. So I'm just gonna get here again. I'm gonna take, let's undo all of that duplication. Give me a second, it's gonna take a while to do this. I think I need to shrink this down a little bit. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just going to undo all of this duplication. Oh, it only got me to this side, so let me just select the rest. So come on. Alright, I'm just going to select all of the rest until we have only one left initially, just like we had initially. And I'm going to delete the vertices. I'm going to take all of this again. I think I should shrink it down a little bit more in the x-axis, and I'm going to press Shift and D. I'm going to make the space a little bit more smaller this time, so to about this point. And now let's press Shift and R again to repeat the command all the way to the other side. Now this is going to increase the number of vertices, but it's not using a subdivision surface, so it should be fine along the way. Alright, so there we go. Now all I'm going to do next now is to get over to this side. Let me take this one, alright, and I'm going to press Shift and D, and I'm going to rotate it in the y-axis. Hold on, I'm going to rotate it in the y-axis by 90 degrees. So I'm just going to type RY and then 90 degrees like that. I'm going to move it all the way to the center here, and I'm going to scale it in the x-axis until it gets to the other side of both. It gets to both sides of the grill like that. Now I'm going to move it up to about this point like that. And again, I'm going to press Shift and D, and then Z, just move it down until we have about a square or maybe a rectangle instead like that, and just press Shift and R. Duplicate this all the way to the bottom like that. and that should be good. So you can see that is looking more like a grill now. Alright, so we can keep it that way. So just make sure the plane, the shadow mesh, this one, let's separate it. I'm going to press P and then separate the selection like that. I'm going to move it in the y-axis just behind it like that. Alright, so that is one down. We're going to make one also over here. And to do this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to this side. Alright, I'm inside right now. And I'm going to take this one, go into edit mode. I'm going to take all of these. I'm going to press shift and D to duplicate it, alright? And I'll press P to separate the selection. Select that one, take everything and press F. And let's change the orientation to normal. I'm going to press S and then Z and type in 0 just to make it flat. And I'm going to move it in that Z axis a little bit back like that. And I'm going to scale it out just a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to take these vertices, dissolve those vertices. And let's remove the subdivision surface on this. We don't need it, including the shrink wraps. So just delete all that. And let's take these, dissolve the vertices, dissolve these vertices. Let's keep that one. Take these two, dissolve it. Let's take this, dissolve it. Take that, dissolve it. Dissolve this as well. Let's dissolve this as well. Alright. Dissolve these two as well. And yeah, maybe these two as well. And there we go. So we only have, alright, these two and these two. Dissolve. Alright, so we only have four vertices over there. So when I get out of that, take that one and take this one. And let's press Ctrl and J to join them. Alright. So I'm going to go into edit mode. I'm going to press Ctrl and R through here. And I'm going to delete this one. Take this, move it in the x-axis. And now let's add in a mirror modifier. Now let's take this. Let's make sure we have clipping enabled. And let's pull this in the x-axis all the way to the center until it joins. Like that. And that should create the shadow mesh over here behind this one for us. Alright. So the one we're going to do next is the one below. Where am I? Where am I? Alright. Alright, there we go. So let me just take all of this. I'm going to press G twice and then C. Pull it up to, beyond the boundary. Same on this side. And there we go. Alright, so now I'm going to do it for this side as well. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one. Press Shift and D. Move it in the Z axis. Okay, let's change the orientation back to global. And let's move this in the Z axis. Like that. Alright. Now I'm going to change this back to normal. Let's change back to normal again. I want to rotate this in the Y axis. And then rotate it again in the X. Like that. Rotate again in the Y. Just like that. And I'm going to move it in the Z. Come on. Move it in the Z. Like that. Alright. Let's rotate it again in the X. Like that. Let's move it in the Z. And there we go. So I'm going to take these two vertices here. This one's, let me see. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to press G twice and move it down to about here. I'm going to take this one, press G twice, just move it down to here. Let's move this up a little bit. Let's take this, move it down. Take that, move it up. Like that. And I'm pretty sure that should take care of that. Let me just take everything, move it down in a Z. Pretty close to it like that. Now let me take these two, move it up like that. And there we go. So that should cover up that area very nicely for us. So yeah, that's those down. Now we have the middle one to do as well. So let me just move to the middle here. Which one are we going to select? Let me see. We should select one that, let's select the vertices from this one, okay? So let's go to edit mode. And I'm going to take all of these vertices, alright? You can see it goes all the way there. I'm going to press Shift and D. And then press P and separate the selection. I'm going to take this one. Go into edit mode. I'm going to press F. Alright, and now I'm just going to move this in the Z-axis. Remember, it's on normal orientation, so just make sure it's on normal orientation and do this. So I'm going to select all of those vertices except for these ones. I'm going to press X and dissolve the vertices, alright, like that. So with that done, let me see. Let me just move this in the Z-axis, alright, so like that. And I'm going to remove the subdivision surface. I'm going to remove the solidify, and yeah, let me just take this, press G twice and then C, move it up like that. Take this, press G twice and then C, move it down like that. And then do the same with this side, just move it beyond the boundary like that. Alright, so there we go. Now that should fill that area also very nicely. Alright, so we're going to take that one and we are going to take this one as well. I want to press Ctrl J to join them. And now you can see they are all just one mesh. So that is the first set of, shadow meshes. I'm really sorry for not recording videos for over 2 weeks now. It's because I had an examination going on, so I had to, you know, prepare for this exam. It was a mid-semester exam, and yeah, that was why I couldn't record any videos in the past 2 weeks. That and other stuff. Alright, so I think that's all the shadow meshes we need. Those are the only areas that are actually showing. So alright, let me see this area up here, this side as well. Is it covered? Okay, I think it's covered. Yeah, it's covered. It's covered by this base mesh we have here, this one, which I will make available for you guys. So I will make available the Chiasis suspension and everything, the suspension system, so you guys can download it and just import it in yours or into your 3D space. But if also you want to make this yourself, I made time-lapse video of creating these Chiasis and all that. The final video will be a part of this one. It's only, I think, 10 minutes, and I've already recorded about 12 minutes, so that should be a total of like 22 minutes in this video. So yeah, alright, so I'll pretty much see you guys in the next video, which I'm pretty sure we'll be applying the material to the vehicle or creating the material. So as I was saying, I might actually be creating the material, go through the process of creating all of the materials before applying it to the vehicle, or I'll make the material available for you guys and then you just apply it, and then we just learn how to create the materials later in a later video or series. And yeah, so that'll pretty much be the end of this series. Well, not technically the end, but almost the end, because we have to apply some materials to this vehicle. But the end of the modeling, I should put it that way. Yeah, so that brings us to the end of the modeling, and I'll pretty much see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys had the same result. And also, I actually made a simple interior for this vehicle. I'll make that available for you guys as well. As you can see, let me just hide these glass real quick and you can see what I mean. So just a basic simple interior that I made for the vehicle. But like I said, I'll be making an interior for this on my own, and if I decide to actually make it a series, it will be a separate series from this one. Okay, so like sort of like a series about how to create an interior of a vehicle and all that, pretty much. Yeah, so all that I'm gonna do now is to rename these stuff, but I won't do it here, I'll do it off camera. Rename every single object in here that hasn't been renamed yet. And yeah, so that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video.
inside. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on. Turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. See the horizon turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Round and round we go, losing self-control. I keep telling myself, but I don't wanna let you know. Is this what we become? Strangers on the run, looking for something, chasing the sun. All those days, trying to find a place, a place where you'll make them just be alone, be alone. All those nights, lying by your side, like you survived, feeling it shine under your spotlight.
Say